Okay, Barry
Yep.
Pinnington, Pinot, the Tash. You're up there now in isolation. No racing for you. It must be the first time, the longest time you've not been on a race course in about 30 years, isn't it?
I think I might have to change my profile now from a journeyman to unjourneyman, if there's such a word. I'm rigor mortis is setting in, Simon.
Well, what are you doing in your downtime? What are you? How are you occupying yourself?
Well, actually, I just had a letter come through yesterday. I'm on the serious offenders list with the NHS, basically because, like I said in my interview with you a while ago, I was diagnosed with leukemia 7 years ago. So they put me on the urgent stay-at-home, self-isolate and everything else. So I can't really go out of the house. So obviously, we moved into this house 15 years ago. And if I give you a quick spin, as a good lady, doing what she should do. Basically, if we have a look at the garden, I'll show you now. It's
plenty of work there, Barry. Plenty of work there, mate.
Now, I believe in your neck of the woods, there's plenty of market gardeners, and get Percy Thrower from your neck of the woods to come up and give me a hand. It might work.
Excellent. What we'll have to do is come back and see you at the end of the quarantine period, and we expect to see Kew there. Kew Gardens at the end of all this.
Hopefully, race is back on next week.
Well, you won't be going though, will you?
No, exactly. 12 weeks now. So even if racing comes back before that, unless they change the the government's notifications on self-isolating and everything else, then it looks like 3 months, which is a shame, really, because if it happened in, obviously, it's one of those things. It's happened now, but of course, May onwards is generally for the next 6 months our normal time to get the wages. Not particularly over the winter. We knock it out. It's a but not a shame, really. But it's if it would have happened a while ago, it would have been, it wouldn't have hit me as much, if you like, with the self-isolation, obviously not being able to go racing and earn a wage, so that's one of those things, Sam, isn't it?
Oh, well, at least we're going to stay healthy, Barry. That's the main thing, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll look forward to tuning in again. I want to see that garden looking a bit better than that, mate.
Well, I'll show you what I've done so far. I'll show you what I've done so far. This is like 15 years worth of grime.
Ah, very good.
It's a bit like Delia Smith, one I prepared earlier.
But is that what your lovely wife's doing down there on her hands and knees?
Hello, Adele.
Hello, Adele. How are you? Keep him busy. He needs to be kept busy.
Yes, 28 windows, 3 doors, 2 patio doors.
The game's not gone. 28 windows, Barry.
God, who invented this virus? Yeah, so as you can see, I've got plenty to do, Simon, so I won't be lost for things to do. I'd rather be putting the odds up opposed to, clearing the sods, basically.
Okay, mate, but we've got to do what we've got to do. Head down and we'll be out of it before we know it. It's been great talking to you. Well, we look forward to catching up with you on the turf.
All right, bud.
Okay, mate. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers.